Hi, it's Marieta. Thanks for tuning in, guys. In today's video, I want to talk about how to let go the self-doubt, or how you destroy it, and how you get rid of the imposter syndrome. Coming up. So I'm talking about how to destroy the self-doubt or fears or the imposter syndrome. And if you missed my video where I talk about how you can act as if without feeling like a fraud, you definitely want to check it out. So how do you do that? If you are starting something new and you are stepping outside of your comfort zone, maybe you're starting a new business, maybe you're starting a new job, maybe you starting new relationship, whatever that is you're doing, whenever you are stepping outside of the comfort zone, we tend to feel like a fraud, like an imposter, like what is this? Who am I to do this and that? I remember when I wrote my book, Love is the Law, I was questioning myself. Right after I finished the first draft, I was questioning myself. I felt like, who am I to publish a book? Who am I to publish a book in English? Because English is not my first language. Who am I to be successful? Who am I to make money? Who am I to live abundant life, right? So I was questioning about this book, like, who am I to share my story? Who's gonna read the book? Like, nobody's gonna be interested in that, right? Or when I first started my first YouTube channel, 5 years ago, I remember, first of all, I was procrastinating for a year because I didn't want to start my channel. I was like, who am I to start my YouTube channel? And this is my second YouTube channel that I'm building. And before I even started this one, I had the same feelings. Who am I to start this second YouTube channel? And it's ridiculous because even though you have the proof, even though you actually have the valid, solid proof in your life that you are somebody who can totally do that, you still question. And this is how we are. It's human nature. We question because when we're starting something new project, whatever it is you are starting or you want to start, we question because we are afraid, because the fear comes in. And you know, there are people who tell you that you can just ignore it and just do it, and that's true. You have to essentially just ignore it and just do it, but sometimes the fear is so big, it's gonna block you, it's gonna stop you. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it took me 5 years to actually publish my book. Since I wrote it, it took me 5 years. It was a ridiculously long time, you know. And now looking back, I understand, like, I wasn't ready. I wasn't also ready because of the content, the vulnerable content I'm sharing within the book. So it took me a while, right? But at the end of the day, I did overcome these fears, and I finally published the book last year. Here's the deal, guys. What I would advise you to do is really to understand that if you don't surrender to the universe, because you have to surrender at some point, and if you keep being resistant, because you believe in this inner voice telling you that you're not good enough, you're going to be stuck. And I want you to really picture the life that you're going to have if you keep living in this stuck fear within you. Like, if you listen to this fear and if you don't do anything, how your life would look like. Write it down. On the other hand, if you actually do take the action, if you do take the action that is scary, freaks you out, how your life will change. And look at that outcome. 2 possible different outcomes that you will experience, and you have a choice in that moment to decide whether you're going to go left or you're going to go right, whether you're going to succeed even though you feel this fear, or you're going right or you're going left and you're going to become a victim of this fear, and this fear will drive your life. So really the choice is yours. So look at that and then consciously become aware and talk to your fear. It's okay to have this fear. Don't beat yourself up again for having this fear, because the more you beat yourself up, guess what? The fear is gonna grow. So you just talk to your fear, give love to your fear. It's okay to fear this new change, but know that you are not imposter. Because here's the deal, guys. We are unlimited beings. We can create anything we want. We can live multiple different realities. We can choose the reality of our dreams. Again, I do talk about this in that video that I already talked about today. I mentioned it. So it's really up to you to choose wisely whether you want to and what kind of life you want. Now, there are many successful people who are telling us that even if you are doing something that is outside of your comfort zone, doesn't mean they feel great. In fact, they many times feel scared. They feel like imposters, right? So this is not something that only you feel. Everybody feels this way, but just because you feel this way, the question is, are you going to do something about it, or you're just gonna become a victim of this feeling, which is not even true? Because when you look back in your life, how much you have come, what have you overcome already? You are actually a big deal. You are somebody who is amazing. So acknowledge that. And even if you feel like you haven't accomplished anything, maybe ask your best friend to remind you what you actually accomplished, right? Because I bet that you are amazing, and I bet that you accomplish a lot. You just, for whatever reason, you don't see it. In fact, the reason is that you don't love yourself enough to understand your greatness, to see the greatness within you. So remind yourself, even by journaling, what have you accomplished? Remember 10 years ago, the goals you have set, and you accomplished those goals today. Now you're living that life, right? What you live right now is actually what you only imagined 10 years ago. It is now your reality. So be proud, feel the feeling of being proud, and know that if you can manage that, you definitely manage this. So just trust and surrender. And in the next video, I'm actually going to talk about how you let go. How you let go of these attachments to the outcome, these attachments, and how you really surrender. And what does it really mean to even surrender? Because some people think surrender means do nothing and just wait, and that's not true. So stay tuned for that video, and if you like this video, make sure to like it, subscribe, hit that bell notification button. And I do have 21-day challenge below this video, how you can activate your genius and of course uplift humanity. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.